Hello, hello. Just doing a few small things on YouTube right now. But I'll be in there in a sec. Oh, I should use a regular range potion, right? $540, yep. But only show on YouTube for now, yeah. Maybe I'll switch it up one day. Right now, streaming's just like a hobby thing anyway, so like, not really too worried about like expanding like and all that stuff. Not chasing that thing like a maniac. Oh my god, they have more HP now. Testing. Yep. Oh, cool. In fact, online. I'm mistiming it. Perhaps it was arrogant of me to think I would know the timing. Right after like a big break. Not doing ToA. Yes, another melee. Oh. Arrogance seems to be my undoing. Yeah, that helps a lot. Dead man. Okay. I mean, I should just Rex the remaining bit. So I'm not in dead man. You know, that sounds logical. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Just stop. That's never, honestly, that's not worth it. I should never accursed sceptre. Holy schmoly. Spooky. I was like, wait, what if I just Rex the remaining bit? But that's not as worth it as if I just had sun ready. Much better just to have sun ready at a moment's notice. Chance, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't... Me, Chance? No way. No way. I don't make mistakes. Unheard of. How's it going, Bergs? How's my day? Long. Very long. But we have gone off work. Oh, not yet. I was gonna do the classic no swarm because I'm lazy and I probably get more points. Magus? Oh, Magus is so good. I actually beat time with 40 minutes. Dude, I could beat it in 35 sometimes. 40's a joke for me. One HP, thrall, come through. Got the death charge, whatever. I don't think I can fit it in. Ah, done. Oh. Dude. These agiles will never let me death charge. Oh well, we don't need it. It's actually not that big a deal of overly draining anyway. This is like one Void Waker, which I might even get anyway. Probably don't. It probably won't be the difference between like 2 Void Wakers. Could be though. Like, you can probably proc Death Charge with 4 times, 60%. Maybe. Got it though. I would need to have like a 7-minute Kephri or something crazy. What do I do for work? Dental. Front desk, insurance. Looking for new hire though. So it's been kind of me soloing. A lot of work. Okay. That was insane. I'm not scoring so much work. Honestly, healthcare in general, such a burnout. Kephri tech? Hell yeah. I can show you how to do it. Basically, you make this little cage. These 2 tiles. It's not anything new though. And then you start somewhere like here-ish. Don't start here. If you like start here for the second set, the ranger might just like run out like this. He did say he's a new viewer there. And then you want to run to this like area. When you proc the second major and you run there, by standing there, you essentially drag the ranger. You can see it in my old VODs too. My old VODs have a better explanation. Want to see like a step-by-step a little bit more. Basically, after you proc the mage the first time, basically run like right there, and it'll drag the ranger actually 1 north, and then he can't see you on this tile. Well, this whole line. How's it going, Dib? I love how I had like crazy DPS and then my DPSs went to the gutter. Like, that could have been like 20 whole seconds faster. My DPS just decided to be sad. Make it worth? Definitely worth. In my opinion, if you have a shadow and you don't, if you have a shadow and have a magus and don't bring it, you're trolling. It's a whole ancestral piece essentially. So yeah, definitely. Maybe you can argue it's not, like, I wouldn't even say you need to argue. It's probably not worth without shadow. Shadow makes it worth, because shadow has that crazy multiplier. 4 maximum hits. Oh, shadow. How much is the max you can do? I mean, that's pretty huge already. Not gonna lie. Most people don't go above 400s. I run LB Magus or Alter. Without overly draining, I would probably do Lightbearer Magus. For the fact that Alter might be mildly, maybe better at like 1 or 2 rooms, but it's definitely not worth the slot. And Lightbearer gives you safety by having more spec. Having more spec means you can like sun in an emergency. Like, I could be elite and say, oh, but you should never make a mistake, so like you'll never need that spec to sun. But you know, you never know. Shadow now beats Tbow, only if you don't BGS. Although you should always BGS. It's awesome ticks right there. But Magus is also a lower skill to make use of too. Like, I don't need to void wake this guy or worry about it, because Magus is just simply better. $5:45 if I can make time. I'm pretty close to being able to make time, honestly, on the 35 mark consistently. Probably not this run, but still need a lot of work in some runes. And I really don't know how consistent it is. You would have to be pretty darn consistent to make it worth it. PI better at the game. Lightbearer for Lava is really nice. Being able to always have some spec to sun with, or to take reset with Void Waker, you know. Like, I definitely noticed faster runs having Lightbearer for Baba, because I can also freely use my accursed sceptre there to reduce the defense. Oops, hit a little early there. Without really worrying about, you know, running out of spec and then dying because I don't have sun. I should have thralled earlier. Now it's a little bit risky. Oh well. It doesn't matter that much. Let's leave this guy with 1 HP. Alright, let's cry. It mattered. Sceptre over BGS. If we're talking per inventory slot, then yeah, Sceptre is pretty good. It hits accurately at Kephri, probably like a 60-ish%. Same thing at Baba. And then for Zebak, obviously if you're maging it, but if you're gonna Tbow it, then obviously you'd rather have BGS. I am not bothering to bring Tbow. I am not gonna bother to flick my brains out over like saving maybe 20 seconds at Baba if I bring the whole switch. I got better things to do. Yeah, Sceptre also lowers mage defense. Sceptre doesn't lower your Tbow DPS though, because Tbow actually rolls off the mage accuracy or mage strength that Zebak has. Tbow picks either or. Yeah, it lowers both. Have I tried shadowing Baba? Yeah, I've done the math on it. I mean, it can hit 70, but the accuracy is bad, unfortunately, so it's not worth it. But it is technically free DPS. But once you're experienced with the 5-tick cycle, it's not really worth it to do. Like, anyone who's like not red Xing, basically, it's gonna be worth. I'll be honest, if you're doing the traditional 6-tick red X, no cap, it is actually better for you to shadow. That's how like after boulders, because you're losing a 6th of your DPS when you fang it with the regular 6-tick cycle. Oh, I think the salted. I think that salted DPS auto switched. Salted definitely is better. I am pretty sure salted with Magus Ring is better. But unsalted, I'm pretty sure is worse than Fang. I'm like 99% sure it's worse than Fang. Assuming you're not losing ticks with either. And it's like scepter down. The scepter also lowers the defense, so don't compare just like the mage drain to full defense Baba. You have to compare the defense drained Baba to the mage defense drained Babas. Is it actually that much? I'll do the math again. I was pretty sure it was worse, but I mean, if I'm wrong, then great. Makes Baba even easier. I'll check after this. I had to check a while ago though. The scepter lower normal defense also, yeah. It's like a shitty dragon warhammer. It lowers 15% when it hits anything, which is pretty decent honestly for the accuracy it has. Because the accuracy, if you use a DPS calculator, the accuracy will say like it's terrible, but it's actually really good if you actually try it in game. Someone theorizes that it rolls off 0 in Tbow. I should probably get all ass, shouldn't I? Yeah. I probably lost some ticks, but I wasn't sure how many I had to run here, so it's safe, obviously. I'll be honest, if it's actually 0.4 for saturated heart, I will actually bring it. That sounds chill. Kephri spec and Baba. If you don't have overly draining on, definitely Baba. It's actually better than Void Waker and High Invos. I've done the math, surprisingly. Compared to no defense train. If you have BGS, do that instead. For Kephri, for sure. It's actually also better than a Void Waker. But not by... Sorry, for Kephri, not so much because the defense train doesn't matter as much there. If my math that I did like 4 months ago or something, maybe like 2 months ago, is still accurate. Oh yeah, if you're salted for sure, like, just scepter it, bang it, and then when you get to boulders, just start shadowing, I guess. Wait, I have a blowpipe. This is great. I don't have to lose my mind on how to solve this. There's a solve right up there. Oops. I don't even know why I'm down there. I should be over there. The second solve is like usually here. It's usually not here actually. For more people. It also depends if you're in a team, right? Like if you're in a team for sure, you just rather go for something that drains more defense. But solo, you don't really have a choice. Just you. Did you know that Mage Kephri, when you're salted, is great? If you're salted at Kephri, oof, that'll kind of slaps there. And you're also going to get destroyed by melee and ranger, but... I should adrenaline Void Waker because I'm not really going to do anything with the spec. I don't want to do anything right now. I'm so lazy. I'm just going to say screw it. Doing it. I will summon this thrall though. I mean, I could also just do like a half-ass switch, you know? But now, oh no, the tomato spawn. Oh no, I can't do it. I physically can't do it, guys. Oh no. I'm just making an excuse, it's great. I love having an excuse not to do it. Oh my god. What? It's low. Physically cannot hit lower than that. Might as well. I literally have no excuse. I physically cannot hit lower than that. I have to. Yo! Yeah! How's it going? We have unfortunately doomed ourselves. Lake lost his HCIM? No way. What'd he die to? I was literally watching him stream yesterday. Oh no. He got waved? Aw, that's depressing. Those are honestly deadly. You can get like double waved into acid or something. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it, man. Waved into acid, yep. Literally nothing you do. Sometimes it just do be like that. I mean, obviously you can do something about it, like... Obviously, you shouldn't just, like, get hit, right? And don't get waved, or... Don't ever, like, be ready to be pushed into acid, but, like, you know... It's hard, like, how are you gonna account for that? Can I account for every single situation 100%? But that's just how it is. Hardcore life. I don't really need the HP that bad. How much time do I think I lose doing a red X? Probably like 35 seconds, I'll be honest. If you're one of those guys that tells me to bring like 8 range switches and then you red X Baba, boom, pinning out the window. I ain't bringing 8 switches to save 20 seconds just to red X and lose 35. Oh yeah. That guy snake his way in there. We'll be here for a minute, boys. $73. Funny number. Sorry, mosquito in my front of my monitor. Sorry for the alarm. But I am 90. I got it. Ow. Ugh. Oh, make me rich? Oh, I'm rich. I'm rich. Dummy rich. Holy shit, do a 6-way switch and you red X? Got the worst of both worlds. 6-way range switch, no Magus, and you red X. Ingenious right there. That's literally me. I'm so sorry. I just attacked you. Completely assaulted. Just caught a stray. My log? I got you. you think it's worth investing to Magus? What's the price of things? Oh, for sure. That's so cheap. If you have a shadow. If you have a shadow. If you have a shadow and you're doing ToA, yeah, for sure. If you're willing to buy any ancestral piece, buy the Magus. There's no way this thing goes below 50, so even if you see it as like a 23 mil loss, exactly like yours. You think this all adds up? 595, 495. Adds up. Time is like yours at 540, like 35 minutes, 36? Yeah. Honestly, I'll be honest, your 2 down Akka puzzle is like 90% of your DPS loss, and then it's gonna be your Torva. But I would say, yeah, it's about expected. There's not too much time difference, but there is like enough that you'll probably notice it. Between like a 500 and like a 540. So I would say that sounds about right. Very good performance though. Are you doing full red X Akka, or are you doing like a 5-tick red X Akka? Like, are you trying out the 5-tick cycle? You can start 1-downing at 82 mining with the spec. I would say go 83 though, so you don't get memed by it like insta-ticking down after you spec. That'd be depressing. I have a good example of a 5-tick red X cycle. If you open up my channel, it's in the shorts. It's not really 5-tick red X, it's more like partial cycle. I'm not even gonna dodge this, I don't care. I mistimed it. How do you 1-down exactly? So if you have the Tombs of Amepken on the plugin on the plugin hub installed, when you look carefully at the statue that fires the laser, it's got a little circle on it. You want to be basically adjacent but not on the mining, like where you can mine. And when it turns green, you click. And what's gonna happen is the laser will fire into the mirrors and whatever and solve it. The same tick you run toward the mining puzzle. If you do it like that perfectly, you can check all the VODs for exactly when I like click the Akka puzzle, and you'll see that you actually attack a tick earlier. Like you mine a tick earlier, and mining a tick earlier means you can actually squeeze in another mining hit. Doing that while 85 mining with a dragon pickaxe will let you 1-down it. Sick AF. Oh, that's so sad. Oops, click that a little early. Can I get some damage on the board? Oh, wrong bird. Impossible dodge now. I checkmated myself right there. Insanity on? Yeah, of course. Of course. What is this drop rate? It's so bad. Never mind. Eh. Just complain, I guess. Ah, get away from me. I wonder if dropping this thing makes a noise. Never complain about fangs. That's 31. Fang number 31. 31. Got a bill and fangs, man. Still skip hits. When I only lose ticks on that exact time that I put in the text. The way it works, Bergs, is if you continue to do red X for more than like 3 cycles, you will eventually start losing ticks. And what happens is you're gonna stabilize into that 1 cycle where you will always lose a tick. So what you do is you do like 3 of those cycles, don't lose, and then you basically like tank a Baba hit to reset Baba back to like the beginning. So Baba's like a little bit, I guess, like off tick from you like this, and then as you do every red X cycle, you slowly get closer and closer and closer because she attacks 6 and you attack 5. Once you guys are basically adjacent to each other, you're gonna always lose a tick in order to like not get hit. So you have to basically get hit on purpose to reset it back and then redo it. Obviously, I don't have a perfect feel of the cycle still, because I only started learning it recently. Relatively recently. But it's really fun to learn once you get the hang of it. Yeah, it's kind of like a 4-to-1, honestly. Although, technically, it's not really a 4-to-1 because, like, it's a 4-to-1, but it's not like 4-to-1 like Olm, if you know what I mean. Because Olm is like, you tank it no matter what, even though you guys are both 4-tick attacking. But yeah, it is kind of like a 4-to-1. Am I above or below rate? I am below rate in general, whether it's teams or with solo. If we're talking solo, I am atrociously below rate. I probably have like 80 solo purples, and I only have 1 solo shadow. If we're talking teams, I have like 18 purples in teams or something, and 2 of them are shadow, so that's good. Shadow's 1 in 24, so I'm still below rate in general, but not like crazy amounts. Like AC. 736 now. Is Virtus alright with the shadow if you can't afford Ancestral? Yeah. Definitely still worth it to have the shadow even if you can't afford Ancestral. Virtus is fine. You can always sell it to upgrade, nothing wrong with that. Considering you set it forward, I assume you can just, you're just a main, you can buy it. What do I do for work? Dental, receptionist, insurances, stuff like that. Be on hold for like 50 minutes. Trying to get 1 insurance rep. Usual. I don't bring vampirs, dude. When I'm feeling spicy, I won't even bring the blowpipe. I'll bring a webweaver with no assembler. I'm feeling extra spicy. That's like the degeneracy I'm willing to go down. I will actually come into this raid with 8 restores if I'm like super not feeling it. It's been a little bit different though. With these 540s, I've had a lot more restore than I normally do. I don't know why. Probably because I've just been going faster, to be honest. I just punch it. I would like to think I am the king of finding the weirdest setup. I will do it. There's always a way to cook a new setup. How's webweaver at Aka? Yeah, you're like butterfly. But in terms of like compared to blowpipe, in case you're like forced to range, oh, it's terrible. They're both terrible. Webweaver is like easy to work with at least, but they're both terrible. Webweaver's worth though. Sure. The virtue of it being a 3-tick weapon. Why do I sceptre spec Kephri? Because it lowers the regular defense. It's more worth it than Voidwaker. Was it the end? No way that's the end. It was like a whole other way, right? Yeah, whatever, not my problem. Yeah, it lowers regular defense. How's it going, Zezima? 21 off the bat. So rude. Please melee. Oh, blessed. Look at this, perfect. I'm chilling. No, it has to pass the accuracy roll. It has to pass accuracy roll. That's a big difference. It can't just hit a 0. But the accuracy is like 80%. I mean, it's like 60%. It's really good. Yeah, as long as you don't... No, you can still hit a 0. It doesn't play the splash animation. I'm control clicking out. Now, if it does a shadow, we'll do 4 hits, wait a tick. If it does no shadow, like this, we'll just do 3 hits insta run under. Then we'll get 3 here. 1, 2, 3, and to walk 1 away, and to walk 3, run 3 back, to click, 2 hits, insta run under. It's timed it. I guess. It can't hit a 0, but you it needs to pass the accuracy roll. I used a regular range pot. Oh my god! I mean a divine range pot. Double shot into skip. Okay, salvaged. I don't know the cycle too well for this one. I'm pretty sure you can get locked into a 2-to-1, like what I'm doing right now, which would kind of suck. Oh, the shadow I think saves it though. Oh, pain. Yeah, the accuracy is most definitely not correct in calcs. Anyone who's ever actually used the accursed sceptre knows that the calc is a straight up false. 313 too. You think I'm losing ticks with a 313 and a 540? Okay, I probably am, but like, probably not like a regular 6 tick. This is why you can't play the game with just a spreadsheet, unfortunately. Spreadsheet players don't actually play the game. Magus ring make it better than Zebak and Tbow. The calc has it so that the accuracy from the accursed sceptre actually scales off invocation. It doesn't. Apparently it just rolls on 0, and I am fairly certain that's accurate because after trying it a lot at Baba Zebak, it truly feels like what the numbers say if it was 0, which is about 60% for Baba Zebak and 70% plus for 60%-ish for Baba Kephri and about 70% plus for Zebak. And you know, kind of having 3 times the spreadsheet accuracy is a big deal. That's a little bit of a big deal. About 3 times accuracy than you would expect. But in terms of whether Shadow or Zebak is better than Tbow, if you have a BGS and you hit a 20, then depending on how many range switches you have, Tbow will likely be better. Is it by a lot? No. It's that, in fact, very, very small between like a no Masori helm setup. That in my opinion, you might as well just mage it because you're gonna need the Magus for Akka/Warden anyway. So like, why bother sweating yourself to bring like a BGS? Hello? Move? Aim? Whatever. Why bother sweating to bring BGS, zvambs, and anguish? Which is 2 more switches than just Sceptre Magus. Because you're gonna have to bring the Magus anyway. If you wanna like sweat that hard for like 10 seconds, fine. Go ahead. But honestly, you should bring the Masori helm to actually make it worth then. The Masori helm. Make it worth. And if you're like Tbowing Zebak or Warden because you're an Iron Man and don't have Shadow but have Tbow, then bring Venator Ring if you have it too. Fang versus oh, I forgot to do the math if it was worth it for Baba to actually shadow it with art. If I recall correctly, Shadow is actually pretty close to Fang for Kephri, and it's actually better when salted. I actually don't remember what it is when you're like just hearted up. If you're just doing traditional Red X, yeah, if you have full mage gear, shadowing is better. Obviously, you're gonna take like 1 billion damage though. But in terms of a per hit thing, I'm guessing that Fang is better than Shadow. But my reasoning is that if you're gonna do a traditional 6-tick Red X, I'm treating your Fang as a 6-tick weapon, and I'm treating your Shadow as a 5-tick weapon when you're doing it after boulders. For Baba. For sure, Staff is better while salted. I know that for sure. I don't know, and I forgot to do the math, unsalted/hardened. But if you were doing traditional Red X and you had the option of shadowing it after every boulder, because you know it doesn't wake up when you're shadowing it during boulders, then like why not squeeze in like 5 free hits? No, it doesn't play a splashing animation. Should be. I'm pretty sure it doesn't display a splashing animation when you like miss the accuracy roll. You just see a 0 no matter what. Theoretically, you could roll a 0 anyway, though. Oh, I should not have hit the melee here. Oh, this is risky. Good. Without Vams, yeah. You just need to use a regular ranging pot, depending on your path level. I don't think it has a splash animation, no. You just don't get the XP drop. I mean, the likelihood of you hitting a 0 and passing the accuracy roll is so little. It's much better just to assume every 0 you see is just like a missed accuracy roll. Because you can hit up to like 50, so there's only like a... Or it's like even 64 if you're salted. So like the chance of you actually hitting a 0 is like absurdly low. Only like 2% more, you know? Or less. But if we're talking like path level 2, you know, like level like 27 HP boulders, you're gonna need to use a regular ranging pot so you still have some levels left over. If you use a divine, it'll run out. Obviously dragon darts. The only reason I didn't one-shot boulders this run is because I drank a divine ranging pot and then I got undivined. If you miss a scepter spec on Kephri, is it worth to do it again? Technically, yes. That's not accounting for like if you were going to like lose a tick or anything like that doing it. I don't know. Kephri's a little bit more sensitive to like tick loss from like dung and stuff. So if you wanted to use the scepter really efficiently, you should actually just fang straight up in the beginning. Yeah, there's so many factors going on in Kephri. Like there's a lot to answer. Like when I was using scepter without overly draining on, the best thing to do was to just fang. After the very first dung, you actually want to scepter while you're getting dunged back, like right after, so that you're actually gaining ticks from doing it. That first one to start. You mean this one? Yeah, that's to create the diagonal cage. And then the second one is to make the straight line cage, or the straight line of the cage. The other tiles are just to help me, like, basically path without getting sniped by the ranger when I'm going to the major on the second teleport spot. Or the second spot of the major, I guess. This is like kind of like safety zones. I obviously don't like drawing like a whole line of tiles, so I just draw like 2 for the safety zone. I'm really against overusing tile markers if it's not necessary. Like my Leviathan, I do not want my Leviathan tile markers to look like a rainbow. For the skip, wait until this circle turns green. Like, you don't ever want to be like here when you click, you want to be like here-ish. Anywhere but these 3, but close enough. Simple as that. That'll give you 1 extra hit. I away the pickaxe? Okay. Never works for you? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know, man. I can just give you the normal hun that's weird. I don't know. Truly don't know. Maybe you're next to it. Maybe your mining level's too low. Maybe skill issue. Maybe you're lagging. You know, you never know. Oh my god. Maybe you're mining insta-tick down. Never know. Messed up the click there. Hopefully that's not the difference between me hitting the 60% or not. It could have been. Probably was. Sad. Hey, yo, how's it going, bossman? We are streaming. We just got a purple, so we're at 96. I am not dodging yellow one, that is so much effort for no reason. Gotta stay in cycle. Oh, we got another Fang, unfortunately. Unfortunato, just another Fang. Yeah, Valheim music. You know what's funny? I never even play Valheim. But it looks like a game I would enjoy. Therefore, I look into the OST. Thrall is a little risky, but we take the risk. Oh no, I'm about to regret it and splash twice in a row of Magus. Literally, if I used the blue pyramid and upped my accuracy from 90% to 90.2%, that would have been a difference. I didn't drink my adrenaline? Oh my god. And then I got meleeed. Okay. So humble. That is so bad. I can't mess up in the last phase then. I can't just brute force it. I actually have to play the game. Overly draining is so annoying. I thought I drank my adrenaline there. Must have not clicked it. Must have misclicked it, or I might have just schizoed it and thought I did click it. I actually have to play the game. Oh, this is the worst. We ball. Alright. Oi! Live. I was actually paying attention to the orbs light before I clicked that, don't worry. I wasn't RNGing it. I was actually paying very close attention. We live another day. This is why I like to actually have Sun, so I can just brute force that part instead of actually having to play the game. Brute forcing that part saves so much time, not having to worry about like losing ticks. You just Sun. And just dodge if it's easy, but there I actually have to pay attention so I don't die. On loop? Oh, it's on loop. I didn't adrenaline again. Bruh. Alright. I don't have a re-attempt. I'll see you guys next year. I didn't drain his defense. Minus 20, 30 seconds-ish. Actually doomed. Not his defense, it's magic level. Same thing. I was wondering why that contract was playing. I didn't notice I had it on loop. They lost? They haven't even moved. Not my problem. Another drag Tbow again. Love to see it. 0 tick loss. I'm actually gonna be here for 5 years. Forgotted to adrenaline. Bet your ass some adrenaline for this. Probably gonna miss anyway. Doomed. I'm just lowering my DPS purposefully so I don't stack the specials. No, so I don't stack the bloods on the boulders. Clearly why I'm doing that. What an annoying solve. Well played, of course, yep. That's why I have negative 5 DPS. Use the DentaQuest portal? No. Our office just takes the PPOs. The very first office I did, though, we used to use it, yeah. Like Fidelis, Helfers, all that stuff. All the HMOs. Medicaid, of course. Now I just use the portals directly. Go onto every single website myself. I mean, it's not that much work because the office is really good about managing the plans and stuff. So, like, especially people that come from like local companies nearby, we already have their plan on file, so not much work. I don't like have to call to see what their plan is gonna be like. Of course, we do call for like, if I'm like not sure what the patient's benefits are, we'll call, of course. Not gonna ever. I would never go blind into a patient because that's asking for trouble. I don't know exactly every benefit that we're going to do or potentially gonna do. Yeah, that's a long ass Zebak. Low DPS plus missing the sceptre. Well, missing the sceptre was my fault. I did adrenaline for the second attempt. Humble 40 mil, of course. Yep. Click 40 mil. I guess now, and we'll wing it. Oh, not now. That hurts. That hurts bad. Yeah, I've never been put into this situation here. I forgot to bring out my death charge. Uh-oh. I forgot to didn't bring out death charge this whole raid. May be an issue. I mean, I was a son. Yes. Salvaged the situation, sort of. Charges calculator plugin. I know someone's gonna ask right now. That was a charges calculator plugin on the plugin hub. If I can get spec, this is salvaged. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Summer thing? I have no idea. I think so. Technically. I honestly, I haven't even been playing OSRS that much. I haven't been keeping up with the updates. I'm playing so much boulders instead. I want to listen to this right now. No offense, Swampletics. Kinda tired of the Mauritania. I needed the spec twice. It's doomed. Not salvaged. See, this is the argument for bringing rapier. That would have been fine with rapier. But 540s, like if I had a rapier instead of Voidwaker there, I would have been chilling right now. Chilling. And why did I bring the Voidwaker? For a whole 1 spec at Kephri. A whole 1 spec. Why am I like this? Hello, drink the adrenaline. How many times did I have to click that thing? Happens to the best of us, right? I really brought that Voidwaker for a singular spec. No way. I think I'm unironically gonna bring Rapier instead of Woodwaker. It would make the slow P1s or the slow obelisks not so cursed. Feels sinful to have a Voidwaker in ToA and not bring it though. Sceptre specking Baba Kephri is better than BGS. If you're doing 540s, I am pretty sure it's better. But it's a really close one. The only reason it's better is just because it's a little bit more consistent. For Baba, for sure it's better on the basis that you can also hit the boss earlier. That's a huge, huge plus. Like 1 extra hit already swings it in favor. Kephri, I really don't know the math. Obviously, if you're doing speeds, I'm gonna guess that BGS is better because you can potentially hit above 12, right? For both bosses. The scepter hitting a 0 is like a really, it's a somewhat irrelevant thing. It's like, yeah, theoretically you could hit a 0 and it would still count as long as you pass the accuracy roll. But that's like a really rare thing to happen. That's like a super, super low percentage. The main thing about the scepter is that it actually has, for both of those bosses, more accuracy than the BGS. But obviously BGS is a really, really good chance of hitting above a 12. But if you factor all that stuff in, I think I did the math. It's like BGS is like 40%, something around 40 to 50% for Kephri, which, you know, obviously that's not good. And then the average spec hit is 37, I'm pretty sure, on BGS. So then you're looking already just from those two numbers, an average of like 19 or something. And then accounting for the fact that it's a 6-tick weapon versus a 4-tick weapon that's ranged, it's a big deal. I just die. But I haven't done extensive math to know, like, for Kephri. I am going to guess for Baba, yes. But you're gonna save far more time at the end of the day. If you're doing a 540, you're gonna save the most amount of time, Momo, if you're still here, actually sitting on the Sun Spec and learning a proper 5-tick Red X cycle. That's gonna save you more time than anything else. I personally, maybe it's me being inexperienced with the 5-tick cycle a little bit, but if you can sometimes get ramboed, and not having a Sun Spec really sucks. You can obviously just like face tank Baba at 540s, but that's a little bit risky with overly draining on. Do I have keepback? Yeah, I do have keepback. So I'm standing all the way back here. Whatever. If you're doing regular red X, 4 minutes, it's kind of expected, even with BGS. If you do a face tank 5-tick cycle, probably shouldn't use that much prayer, huh? You're probably gonna get like 330 to 340 average, and only if you get bad RNG are you gonna get 4 minutes plus with no like defense spec, just like hitting it. I have a YouTube short if you kind of want like an example of the cycle coming out of a shadow in P2, like a slow shadow. It's essentially like step under 2 to 3 times and then run back, tank 1. I would recommend learning 2 techniques from Mulgo Kirby's advanced red X cycle. The one obviously is red Xing without using a item. The second technique is I think he calls it the super drag. That's what you use to reset the cycle while only taking 1 hit. And it's important you learn that too, because if you can reduce Baba's hit to 1, there's a really low chance that it does a special instead of a regular attack. So it's like easy to like get into the cycle. Dual 400s? No. Wrong prayer. Did I just... I trolled. I don't know why I clicked there. Deserved. Deserved. I was like, I don't want to heal. I'm not gonna make 2 mistakes, right? I made 2 mistakes. It's been a really long time since I've eaten boulders, to be honest. My mistake ratio is usually pretty good. Ooh. Let's re-gear. It's fine. I'm like the hardest man to tilt. I actually don't care. I just got a purple. I could just be better at the game. You know? That's kind of hard. Inquisitor Mace has some prayer bonus. The rapier has a funny noise, so use that. Who takes damage in P4, let alone dies? No. My mistake ratio. 1,000-ish raids. I only take like 1 lightning. I only get rocked 1 in 5 raids. And here it is. Depressing? Eh, I'll get over it. What's depressing is dying to a DC. DCing is so much worse. Yo, how's it going, Yado? We are doing a little bit of planking, a little bit of trolling. Surely my thrall kills. I don't have a thrall out, never mind. How am I doing this evening? Pretty good. Other than the whole planking part. I'll be honest. After I learned the 5-tick cycle, I actually think Baba's the most fun boss in the game. Not in the game. Sorry, in the raid, in the grade. Don't. I actually think 5-tick Baba is actually really fun. It reminds me of doing like a good Olm cycle. unironically think Baba is fun now. Feels incredibly rewarding to get good at. Blowpipe to melee. Most controversial statement I've ever made. I think Baba is fun. Alright, let's leave. How dare you venom that? I would like to do damage. Thank you. Someone clip it. He said he thinks Baba is fun. Watch. Let me show you straight from the beginning. 2 fangs into a step under. I'm gonna do 3 step unders. That's number 1. Want to start doing diagonal still. 2, 3. Walk 1, 2, 3. Click pre-melee. I only ran 2, so now I'm gonna have to tank 2 hits. Boom. Mess up the timing. Don't look at me. I think I messed up here too. Whatever. It is what happens when you're bad. This is the 3rd one. Step 1, run 3 away. Click, tank 1. After your 2nd hit, go under, do another 3. 1. It's obviously on a proc anyway. Assuming I hit like more than like 1, please. Good game. Gotta break melee now. No way this baboon is still alive. If he doesn't melee right away, do 3 hits and then go under. Messed up there. Mistimed it. I stepped under a tick too late, I'm pretty sure. How is this baboon still alive? Leave my presence, heathen, wench. Bull dash on. I'm off cycle so hard. There you go. Peasant, I'm blowpiping you for points. That's it. It is if you don't mess up a billion times like I do. I mean, even if I mess up, I'm just at the end of the day, I'm just taking more damage. I'm not losing more ticks. Unless I mess up at a certain part of the cycle. I think I was doing 2 to 1 there, but now I think I can go into a better cycle. I wish that I don't know P3 too well. Ooh, that's really bad RNG. That did mess up a lot. Honestly, this is like a regular, a regular Redix at that point. I have a better example on my shorts though, like when I actually have a good feel at the cycle. That one was not that good. I need to find out how to get into the P3 cycle where you can do like a 3 to 1 or 4 to 1. Because you can end up in a cycle where you're like forced to do a 2 to 1 until it does shadow to like offset it by 1. Thank you, QHB. The remaining 4? Yes. We got a Fang today. Only 4 to go. I should be fine on this much. It's doomed. We failed our coin flip. Finish the axe? Yeah. I did indeed finish the axe. Sold it for like 670. I initially wasn't planning on selling it, but then I tried it at Vordorvis for like 10 kills and it was trash. It was like better than Fang, but it wasn't worth the price. And then I just rebought it at 280. I'll be honest, I die more with that thing than I do about it. So it's not even worth my time, personally. My skill issue, but still. Like, theoretically, I could just spec and get my 40 health back. But usually when I die, it's because I'm at like 70 health and I get one shot. Whereas if I'm playing with a Fang and Ancient Godsword, I'm usually camping around like 80 to 90 health, so it's a lot harder to get one shot for me. Like, I do like 16 kill trips minimum at Vordorvis when I use Ancient Godsword. When I use the axe, I struggle to get more than 12. So I'm really struggling to see how it's going to be worth it for me. Not to mention I'm not a fast banker. If I get to the bank, I burn out. So it's better for me just to do like, bang out like 20 kill trips. And if I get a lot of like the mushroom drops, not mushroom, tuna potato drops, I can stay for like 30 kills. True, it is good for Duke. I'm getting chunked. This tile is really important because it shifts that ranger to 1 north. That Blood Fury heal was exquisite. I need to open up the DPS calc and do the math on Mage Bob with Saturated Heart. I imagine it's not worth it unless I scepter him, and I'm not gonna scepter him. I'd rather have the sun, but it is cool to know. Like I wouldn't scepter him in a 540. Anyway, because I'd rather have the spec for sun. So I know for sure it's not worth it without scepter anyway. It's somewhat of a pointless calc. It's cool to see. Nah, don't worry about it. I'll just do it when I'm not lazy. This is gonna be a slow raid. I'm not getting hit by this guy. I refuse. Try to lose sticks. My reasoning for having my pickaxe equipped here is that if I somehow mess up this 1-down, I will spec so I can still cheese the 1-down, but I will adrenaline for it. Like I would actually adrenaline for a pickaxe spec. I don't care. It's a huge time save getting the 1-down versus not getting it. Where's my altar ring? Did I bank it? Did I bank my altar ring? How did I do that? Did I come in with 8 restores? and not notice. Yes. I was re-gearing and I probably misclicked when I died. No, we're probably gonna end up downing again. Okay. See you guys next year, I guess. I'm sure we'll make time still, but doesn't make sense on why these were a bit slower. Oh, so humble. Any trips on double trouble? What are you having trouble with? Just getting to the middle? Ow. Or is it just like pathing in the middle, maybe? Is it getting to the middle, pathing in the middle? What are you struggling with? The easiest cheat code is learning how to turn around last second. Like, change directions. I would say that's the easiest cheat code. Oh. Really? What was the last one? Hello? That's right. 50-50. Awaken ToA, that'd be fun. Start throwing axes in the middle and you have to axe skip while you're running mid. Also take it's over. think max hit is 55 with rapier with no altar, right? That is sad. I will not be able to 4 down. It's at least a 56. Actually, I think even with 56, I won't make it. I need an altar. Because my SGS will also be lowered. Lower hits too. It actually won't be better on Akka because it only helps for hits that are 0, but don't. So if you use like a melee thrall, if the melee thrall hits like a 1, it's still gonna count, which is not a good thing. Probably gonna be like a 38-minute run, I think. 4 down. Oh, pre-gun phase? Yeah, being able to use it whenever would be really nice. Of course. Gonna put some respect on Larian Studios. Not like they don't have all the respect in the world already. So humble. Oh, I made a mistake on the prayer there. Dodging all that stuff. I was right about to run into the acid before I noticed my mistake. Yeah, devs don't like raise standards. Anything good for the consumer, we can't have that. I try to give live service games a chance. Never again. Ever since Darktide, never again. Don't get me wrong, I love Darktide's gameplay, but God almighty, that game is just meant to milk the consumer. Same thing for like Phantasy Star Online 2. So many games I've played recently, just no spirit in making it fun for the gamer. Just money hungry. Destiny 2, another great example of money hungry. I didn't play Diablo, thank God I didn't. Basically the same thing. The worst part is, so we all know it, Laren is not gonna make as much money as Diablo 4. It's like 8 times better game. It's not gonna happen. We all know that the money-hungry games have made more money. Their predatory practices. Am I gonna play it? Even like Baldur's Gate 3? Or Diablo 4? Honestly, at this point, no. Seeing how they treat their... We're talking Diablo 4. At this point, seeing how they treat their player base, I don't think I'm gonna play it. I mean, at this point, the new standard is to not... The new standard is just to be scum. So, is what it is. No more Void Waker. So, oh my god, dude. Hard to explain. The idea was that I was only really using the Void Waker for one spec at Kephri anyway. So Rapier just has a better max hit. I'm just gonna use that instead. With Overlord rating specifically. But then I forgot to bring my Altar Ring, so it didn't work out. The idea was that the Rapier would make this, make the 3 down more lenient, but because I forgot my altar, that's not gonna work. Like, there's plenty of games I quit when I lose faith in the studios. I quit New World with PSO2. I highly dislike the direction of props in DT2, but the bosses are fun and the quest was great, so I'll let it slide. And there's nothing wrong with putting down a game if you don't like an update, by the way. Like, I could also just not like DT2. You know what's gonna happen? Nothing. I'm just gonna not play it. Tbow is Jax, right? Got wrong. Play something else. You don't have to play something if you don't enjoy it. This is why I safe up. Because if I make a dumb mistake like that, I will die. And just play another game, yeah. Actually crazy, I've never heard of it. You know what, this is not the worst raid I've ever done in my life. I've had slower ones. My salt. I don't want to fix it until I'm at 45. You know, like the 80 games you have in your Steam library? If you don't enjoy RuneScape or any other game, Diablo, you can just play one of those 80 of them. I guarantee you, they're pretty good games. That's why you probably bought them. Realized I wasn't enjoying League of Legends. Stop playing. Great. Fallout 3. I was thinking about replaying some like old games too. I wanted to replay Fable 3. Honestly, it's not that great of a game, but I have a lot of good memories of it. Fortunately, you can't really get a copy on Windows. It's a game for Windows only thing. It used to be on Steam, but they only had like a limited amount of keys or something weird. I'm not spending a lot of money for it. So if I'm gonna replay something, I'll probably just... I mean, right now I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 when I get bored of RuneScape. If I get bored for some reason of all the games, I'll play like XCOM or something. I love playing XCOM. It's like my go-to single-player game if I don't want to play anything online. On Awakened Pillar Puzzle, you can try marking the tiles and then doing a number count, typing it in chat. Memorize, so if there's 5 pillars, right? Memorize just the first 4 and stand on number 1, and then leave. That's it. That's what I would do. Or you can memorize just the 3, 4, 5, stand on 1 and hover your mouse over number 2. That makes sense? That's a good way to do it too. Stand on 1, hover your mouse over 2, and then leave the Shadow Realm. And then as soon as you leave and she roars, click on number 2. Then just know the 3, 4, 5 positions. A lot of good ways you can like mind game yourself. Do it. You could also cheese and not memorize 4. You can just memorize 3 and 5. So stand on 1, hover mouse over 2, memorize 3 and 5. When you get to 3, whatever's remaining is probably 4. Whatever's remaining that isn't 5 is also 4. You can like do a lot of like deduction. We may have griefed this raid by forgetting our altar ring in the bank, but we will make time. Maybe we won't die this time. That would be pretty good. It's not dead. My no damage. I would have taken no damage, but I didn't know it didn't die. Oh well. But you wiped if you got the last row? Imagine how toxic that would be. Damn, didn't pass the DPS check. They just removed your ability to outskill it. Run it back. This time with our altar ring. Oh, I forgot it. Ring make a difference? Yeah, if you're doing overly draining, it's like the difference between 3 down and a 4 down. Also just, of course, general purpose DPS. I don't mind doing these 5/4s. I think it's actually pretty fun. I wouldn't really take the altar about overly draining, but if you have a shadow, I would always take Magus no matter what. Their pattern? I have no clue. All I know is that he probably won't run underneath you. That's all I can tell you. Did I mage the thrall? Must have misclicked. I think I know these guys' patterns. All I know is that he probably won't run underneath you. And if he does, you can just have justification to be angry. That's usually how I do it. I just blame the game. Hey! Don't touch me, I'm sterile. I'm gonna blowpipe him. Laser to switch. Hey! Okay. What the? See? Blame the game. Alright. Fuming. I'm actually fuming. That somehow counted. I don't question that. Oh, I thought I was about to get memed again. I think we got one more wave. One of my slower monkey rooms anyway, so I don't really care what it is. Let's go with the thrall. You kidding me? $309 on a monkey room. It's terrible. Why did I divine? Whatever. Whatever. Generous. 21! So rude. 1, 2, 3. Melee? Nice. One, two, three. Click please melee. Nice. One, two, three. I think he's forced to throw this boulder now, so I'm just gonna stand by the rocks. One, two, three. I lost a tick, so I'm just gonna attack a little early. Nope, didn't matter. Dare me. Now if it's slow shadow, 4 hits, wait 1 tick. If it's melee, 3 instant run under. 3 instant run under. This is 1, 2, 3 into a drag move. Rock trolled me, so that's gonna do me a bit. I have to tank 2 melees now. Boulder instead of the second melee. One, two, three. Now if it's melees, I can instant cycle it. Shadow instead. I do 1 more hit. Oi! Didn't know I was dealing that much damage. Bless me with the slow shadow start. I'm stuck in a 2-to-1 cycle. Oh, but if it does a slow shadow, I can bring it back. Stuck in 2-to-1, don't know how to fix. Doomed. Okay, get a slow shadow. Fixed. Three to 1. Back to 2-to-1. I can find a way to set that myself without having Baba do a shadow. That'd be crisp. That'd be crisp. That would require me to have a brain, though. We have failed our 60%er. You're not putting a good example of accursed these last raids. You like that. You know, you have a 60% chance weapon. Only gonna hit like half the time. It is what it is. I'm just gonna take a clip of me missing a hole 2 times and say, look, the accuracy is clearly 20%. What? Look. People will actually do that. Don't bite me a 60, I'm begging. Alright. I hit a buff like a 5. Also take 33. Summer Summit tomorrow. I probably won't watch. I'll just read the blog post. Probably just gonna be sleeping or playing Baldur's Gate tomorrow instead. To be honest, in terms of content released, I haven't really been excited. Like, I'll play it and it's fun. I haven't had the same kind of excitement I had when I was like initially doing like Chambers or ToA, not Chambers, Chambers or TOB. I'm really not that excited anymore. Not like I don't enjoy the content, but my passion for the game has slowly waned over the years. I mostly play it for the stream now, or just for some like boredom grinds like pet. Yeah, like it is what it is, so it's good to have some self-awareness about it though. Because it means I can actually like divert my attention to enjoying another game until I can come back and enjoy the game, enjoy RuneScape again in a different light. Taking a break helps a lot in re-enjoying a game. I felt the exact same way when I got burned on Nightmare. I just didn't play the game essentially until ToA released. With the exception like a few hard modes. Just be a healthy gamer. Step away from the game. Be great. I'm kind of just sitting on the spec, but I signed up for this. Signed up for this when I took the rapier. Spec I won't. I'm debating using a cursed sceptre spec for the final phase, but I don't think it'll be that worth it. Because it doesn't have that much HP. But it's probably better than Fang spec, though, to be honest. Sounds bad. Probably is bad. But no, I'm not gonna do it. It only has 285 HP. It's so bad. Oh. Honestly, if it, I thought it was gonna have like 500 HP. I forgot it has like no HP. Nope, absolutely not. Why doesn't blue Karis have a spec? You know? Can I just blue Karis spec this guy? There you go. Worth. $630. 17. I feel like Lightness, this soundtrack that's playing right now, is extremely underrated. IMO. Lightness is goated. This should be up there with like one of the classics like Sea Shanty and stuff. I didn't mess up. I keep the adrenaline. But I understand not many people have stepped into the wilderness once in their life, or remotely close to it. I think this actually plays in the Varrock East bar. Like, who the hell goes there? Certified Hood Classic? Of course. But that's what I mean, it's a Hood Classic. Not a Classic Classic. Should be a Classic Classic. Oops, wasn't paying attention. Hunted Revs? No, I remember when I was 13, I got my first BGS. Obviously, I was a dumb 13-year-old, so I didn't know BGS was like -3 DPS. I would stand by the green dragons and guard the green dragon killers from Revs with my BGS. Such a cute noob. Just because I felt badass having a god sword. I needed to show it off. You did the same thing when you got a VGS? Gotta, man. You gotta show off the VGS. That's like old VGS when its spec was like 70% or something, whatever it was. Or it got buffed in old school. No way. I just did that. I didn't proc it, and then I got meleeed, and then I ran into the fire quadrant. Wait. Ow. Lost tick. Doomed. Pretty fast. For me, griefing that one quadrant for like 10 seconds, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. I really remember to fix my salt timer roughly about now. And I should fix it like in this room, because I'm gonna have 4 salts and there's no way I'm gonna eat 4 salts like and actually make use of all of them, so I might as well use some of them to correct my salt timer early. Cape blowing in the wind. Oh, of course. Look, RuneScape back then was not about damage. It was about the highest you could hit. It was about the highest number you can hit was your DPS and fashion. That's only 2 numbers that mattered. Correct assault timer. So if you see here, your salt, if it's timed nicely where you eat your salt right at like 29 seconds or 14 seconds, basically -1 from a 15-second interval, your salt will refresh and basically always grant you 125. If you have a kind of messed up salt timer, your salt might be at +1 from 15. And basically what's going to happen is when you normally tick down, your salt's going to take another 15 seconds to tick up your stats. So you're going to be -1 for like 14 seconds. You might not think that -1 matters, but it's essentially just like minus like 1 or 2% DPS for like 15 seconds every minute. It's not a lot of time saved, but it could be like, you know, a whole like, when people are sweating for like 10 seconds, you might be losing like 5 seconds off that, and it's essentially DPS that's lost for no reason just because you don't have a good salt timer. So you might as well fix it. Like my max hit might go from 84 to 83. Like, it's not that big of a deal for the casual raider, but like if you have a chance to fix it, if you're going double power and you have 4 salts, like there's no harm. Right? There's a lot, people sweat over a lot more things that are less impactful. That's an easy one to fix. Just wait until this timer on the left here goes to like, you know, boom, right there, and then you click your salt. And you see right there was a good example. It instantly refreshed to 125 instead of staying at 124 for about 14 seconds. Minor, yes. But free gain for just clicking your salt at a good time? Like, I highly doubt anyone cares about it at Akka, because like no one knows what their stats are looking like, the timer, Kephri, but and I obviously wouldn't worry about it if you only have like, if you're going power life, you only have 1 salt. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We spent ranting to some noob for 2 minutes about how it's worth it. You've just lost like 40 raids worth of that salt trick. It's not that big of a deal, but you know. Music's a bit loud. Touch me, I'm sterile. Changing my volume. Dude, the cockroaches were so out of place in the game, but I love them. It's like the prime training area. Yeah, it does matter at P2, especially if you have a very close margin. To be fair though, James, that's like 90% of the reason I'm bringing a rapier as well, so that won't matter. Also, in case you have because you also still need to have 2 SGS specs anyway with the setup. I don't want it to be that close in case I have an unlucky P1 like I did last kill. So I think the rapier for the consistency is worth, even though you lose like a Void Waker spec at Kephri. Because I'm not really using the Void Waker elsewhere. But yeah. Then again, yeah, if you have like a really close P2 margin, it actually matters a lot. It could be minus 30 seconds. Like for other people who are doing like, let's say 400 and they have like a really close margin or whatever. Not just for me, but for other people. Probably a lot of people who are doing raids with a super close P2 margin. Margin of error, that is. $58, huge. 20 HP, we'll say it's worth. Good time for me to correct my salt timer right now. 29. Seven total hits. Ooh. And I passed the 40% threshold. I didn't think I would. This guarantees this down no matter what. Even if I troll and don't spec now. This Reaper lets me get away with only 1 SGS spec. Because now I'll be able to get an extra 2 more hits than I was previously. I'll put this on. I don't think it'll make a difference. My playlist, it is like 90% nostalgia. We got people playing MapleStory again, Minecraft, Divinity, Stardew. Stardew even technically nostalgia? It's somewhat new. It counts close enough. True. As long as it's something you played in the past, right? Be newer, but it's in the past still. It's got good memories. Probably losing ticks, I'm not really paying attention. Who cares? It's my raid, I do what I want. No! My thrall trolled me. Could be worse. I feel like people who... The biggest psychopaths aren't people that don't play with OSTs. It's people who start up a new game and don't listen to the OST at least once. At least see if you like it, you know? You guys put a lot of effort to it. Games are essentially a work of art. Even if you don't enjoy, even if you play games to gameplay, you know, just give it a quick shot, see if you vibe with it for a little bit. And it's okay if you don't. Songs grow on you. Games grow on you. Always give it a shot or two. I listen to ToA music a lot. And you know, thinking if there's other ways I can enjoy it. Same thing for just music in general though. Give it a shot, see if you like it. Like if someone recommends me genre music I don't like, I'll usually listen to it at least once. See if I'll end up liking it. Maybe branch out into like a subgenre. Whatever that means. Doesn't hurt. I used to hate metal. For me, I just have to find the metal that I like. Is this gonna mage 24/7? I mean, maybe I shouldn't say something yet. Alright. We're back to the no damage. You're back. Nice. 97. Ah! You know, I haven't played this noise in a while. This is what the log's looking like right now. Now I've introduced the COD Black Ops nostalgia into your system as well. So, you. It's been a while since I've had a light bear though. Make that shit crash. That's right. I am the Fang market. Alright, I am going to take a break. First masses or 400 solos? If you can clear by yourself, I'd rather do the 400s, but honestly, the masses are kind of more fun. It's funny watching other people raid. It's up to you at the end of the day. If you can run them at roughly the same time, the solos are better. Because you don't have to like wait for people to like gear and that. Or most importantly, people stacking their P breaks always ruins teams. Someone's got a P, the second they come back, person B has to pee. Second they come back, person C has to do the dishes and has to pee. That's like minus 6 minutes waiting for everyone to get ready again. Then someone leaves to do a birdhouse run, it's all over. All that time stacks up. So, I like the solos more. Anyway, I am going to go play some Baldur's Gate. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will probably raid again tomorrow. I have some more time this weekend. Most of the time, I don't really stream too much during the work days, to be honest. You know how it is. Get tired from work. Just trying to chill out, play all this stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon, probably. I don't know. Thank you for tuning in.